Let's move on to group number 6.
Voilà, de retour sur le plateau pour ce groupe de
Back in studio. This is the 6th group. How to develop one sustainable health practices and resilience within indigenous and other local communities. We have seen already the importance of working with local communities and how important it was. I am happy to welcome Dr. Kamel Moana, welcome. And Antoine Lurie.
Bienvenue également. Je vous laisse vous installer. Nous discuterons dans quelques minutes ensemble.
I will be back with you in a few minutes, but first of all, our guest is in duplex. It is Eva Furman. Hello, Eva. You're the director of the Finnish Institute of Environmental Studies. How do you intend to work with this 6th group?
Alors, je crois que nous avons
Eva, could you switch on your mic?
Peut-être l'activer. Et c'est Eva, excusez-moi. Est-ce que vous nous... Voilà, alors je crois qu'il faudrait que... Alors, je crois que vous ne nous entendez pas et nous ne vous entendons pas non plus. Est-ce que vous pouvez activer...
Eva, can you hear us? Maybe you need to switch on your microphone. Okay, you can hear us, but we cannot hear you.
Alors... On me suggère que vous débranchiez votre oreillette de votre ordinateur pour parler directement.
Okay, maybe you can disconnect your headset from your computer and maybe use the speakers of the computer directly.
Et le débrancher de votre ordinateur.
Disconnect it from the computer. Not only from your ears, but from the computer.
Alors, malheureusement, nous avons un problème de votre côté et nous ne vous entendons pas.
We
Ce que je vous
still
propose,
cannot hear you.
Peut-être essayer de résoudre ce problème de
Why don't you try to find a solution and we'll get back to you in a second. I hope that we'll be able to be back with you in a few minutes. So, Antoine Lurie, you're the One Health and International Partnership Program for Veterinarians Without Borders. How do you intend to launch that concept?
Donc, le concept One Health n'est pas nouveau pour nous. Donc on
It's not a new concept for us because we're an NGO and made up of veterinarians and agronomists. We have worked with on a variety of projects, and we have always worked in such a way.
Et parce que par le volet agronomique, on est très engagé dans la transition écologique.
Committed to ecological transition, and it's a theme that we've been working on for a long time. There's still a lot to do. We have developed tools, but we need to go beyond, and we need to establish partnerships with scientists, with donors.
Globalement, ces dernières années, je peux illustrer.
Globally, I can tell you that two projects were key over the last years. A project in Mali since 2005. It's a co-ed mobile caravan with a doctor, a veterinarian, a nurse, and a guide. And they go around northern Mali, even today, for primary care and to work with prevention and how to work early with malnutrition and how to answer upstream from a crisis. It's a scheme that is accepted within Mali and also within the Algiers Peace Accord. We go from village to village and we bring people's attention to human, animal and environment health, and concretely they are transformed into collective actions. And we have created community health days where we bring the people of the villages together and we try to work with them, with community agents. Usually they are experts in human, animal or environmental health, and we bring them to work together. A lot is at stake. Local communities need to be involved. Local authorities need to be involved because everything seems to be centralized. It's the top-down approach. And it is interesting to note that cooperation and coordination is sometimes much more efficient at the local level than at the central national level. Another point that is important is the multi-scale partnership. It is important to work with other actors, with other NGOs, with other partners in order to co-build. I understand that a lot of concepts have been developed over the last years, but there's still a lot to do. The environmental notion must be integrated. The territory health is also to be integrated. So it is the global sense of health. We need to work in partnership with researchers, and we need to develop tools to understand what we do.
Et j'ai un petit trou.
Vous étiez sur la présentation de ces deux projets et de ces différents moyens d'action sur la coopération qui était très importante entre les...
Okay, you were telling us that it was important to work in collaboration with local authorities. Yes, but I wanted to say that it is important to analyze the change of practices in order to work with local communities. We need to understand the levers and the different roadblocks for them to understand, to participate in surveillance systems. Why would it be that they can't, or that they would be willing to? The final objective is to have the capacity to experience in the field and to have solid references, solid data in order to help the decision-making process. The partnership we have at the moment is too centered. It's not only state science, it should be state science society. Indeed, there seems to be a consensus within the OHS forum. Next report is actually a report on your organization, AMEL. Between 21 and 23, the TLL project will intervene.
Pour opérationnaliser le concept One Health. Le choix du département de Vélingara comme zone d'intervention du projet se justifie par le fait que c'est une zone importante de production de coton avec une forte utilisation de pesticides. En plus de cela, c'est la deuxième région d'élevage au Sénégal avec des éleveurs qui font de l'automédication en utilisant des produits qui souvent sont issus du trafic frauduleux des antibiotiques. Cette utilisation d'antibiotiques non contrôlée se retrouve aussi en matière de santé humaine. Concrètement, la stratégie proposée s'adosse à une démarche participative et intégrative de l'ensemble des secteurs. Nous comptons travailler avec les acteurs professionnels, que sont les médecins au niveau département, mais aussi les chefs de poste vétérinaires, les infirmiers, les relais, les auxiliaires, des acteurs de l'agriculture, pour qu'on puisse ensemble, à partir de groupes de discussion au niveau des villages, identifier les problèmes liés à l'utilisation des produits chimiques. L'ensemble de ces problèmes vont être validés au niveau communal avec la collectivité territoriale et l'administration territoriale. Le projet TLL offrira donc à ces acteurs l'opportunité de s'adresser à la même cible en même temps en tenant compte de la diversité des facteurs pouvant influer sur l'utilisation de ces produits. Le projet va appuyer des actions de sensibilisation en s'appuyant sur les radios communautaires. Le projet a prévu de mettre en place des champs-écoles qui pourront permettre de comparer deux types de cultures, des pratiques conventionnelles et des pratiques basées sur les bonnes pratiques. En élevage, ceci va se faire au niveau de troupeaux qui pourront bénéficier d'un accompagnement en termes de biosécurité.
Voilà cet exemple très concret
a concrete example in the field, the TLL project in partnership with Soltis.
Je me tourne maintenant vers vous, Kamel
Now,
Moana.
Kamel Moana, you're the founding president of AMEL International. How will you act within this group?
C'est un modèle justement pour qu'il y ait dans le monde une santé durable,
to
de droit à la
reach
santé.
a sustainable
sur le terrain, donc
health.
un modèle de changement pour une santé pour tout le monde.
For everyone.
Dans ce monde où
Unfortunately,
les pauvres sont
in
pauvres,
this
et les
world,
riches et les
poor are
fortunés
getting poorer
sont
and rich are getting richer.
Et aussi après COVID-19,
And after COVID-19, we discovered how much the medical specialists are marginalized. So it is a lesson for all of us. And even the World Health Organization launched the Health for Everyone concept. We realized that not everyone has access to healthcare. So AMEL is a great NGO in the Lebanon. It's non-denominational organization in a country where the political organization is religious-based. We have over 1,000 full-time employees, and our slogan is how to develop the humanity of humans without taking into account their religion, their politics, or their country. We have not chosen our family, our nationality, our religion. We inherited them. So what we can do together is a real challenge. 55% of the population lives below the poverty level. We have 1.5 million Syrian refugees. It corresponds to 22 million in France, pro rata. And so it is difficult. And at AMEL, we are setting an example It is a model of health centers as selected by the Lebanese Health Ministry. The Health Ministry says we are the best in the Lebanon. So it is the hand from above. It is solidarity and not charity. I am a specialist of infant diseases, and we have been trained to treat diseases, not to prevent them. So we need to think differently. 100 countries do not have access to the vaccine. And even at the UN, after the fall of the USSR, voted for the sustainable development. And despite all the speeches on culture of law, the empowerment of women, we have 2 billion poor people and 500 billionaires. And 26 people in the world possess half of the wealth of the world. I have recently written a book, and I am the president of the Lebanese NGOs. And the question is how to treat people as humans and how to give them human dignity. I believe this is what is lacking in the world. Even in the Western world, we have homeless people. We have a minority getting richer and a majority getting poorer. So that initiative of my friend Benoit Bernal is part of this initiative in order to advocate a fairer world. Kamel Moana, in order to make your speech more concrete, I would like to watch a video presenting your work in the Lebanon. Hamel Association International is a non-denominational organization founded in 1979 after the first Israeli invasion of South Lebanon. Our slogan is how to develop people's humanity without taking into account their religion, their politics, or their country. We have not chosen our family, our nationality, our religion. We inherited them. What we can do together is a real challenge. Hamel here in the Lebanon is a non-religious based organization with 28 centers, 6 mobile clinics, 2 educational mobile units, 1 street children protection unit. We employ 1,100 full-time employees. 85% of them are young women. Hamel is managed by young people, and it has grown internationally in the USA, France, Belgium, Switzerland, Africa. We work for human dignity. The One Sustainable Health movement is interesting as it reflects our philosophy of the right to health. The services we provide in our centers are quality services based on solidarity and not charity. It is not a hand from above. We are aiming at a development with the people and not in the name of the people. We are promoting prevention, the culture of law, especially the right to health. We provide 20,000 medical consultations every month. Our primary care centers are deemed by the Lebanese Health Ministry as the best in the Lebanon. They are a model for change in the Lebanon and other countries. It is interesting to work together in South Lebanon as partners. Avoiding the neo-colonial culture teaches us how to work and advocate the right to health and a fairer and more human world.
Et nous continuons la découverte de nos invités.
And we have more experts to join us for this 6th group.
locales. Nous avons, je crois, résolu le
I
problème.
believe we can now hear Eva Furman. Eva, can you hear us?
Quelle va
I can
être,
hear you
quelle va
very
être-
well. Can you hear me?
Parfaitement. Quel va être votre rôle, Eva,
What will be
au
your
sein de ce groupe de
role
travail?
within group number 6?
Yeah, so the role of the sub is very much on bringing the local level and the communities on board. So actually what is new with OSH that hasn't been talked here so much is the S, and that's for sustainable development. And why sustainable development is so special, it's that it is for a safe and just world for all, for local level, for everyone. And it really aims for the earth and the people to become together and do a systemic change. As we have heard a lot, very interesting talks and presentations, there's a lot of policies, there's lots of thinking, but what really matters is what happens on the local level. This is what science shows. Something else where science can really contribute is how to do it, how we actually support this change. How can we change towards a shared planetary health, where humans' ecosystems are together and where innovations are done? There is also research which shows that actually innovations on local level are most productive for sustainability, and that's what OSH is about. So we need to learn how to actually develop new practices. We need to know how actually to find ways to change the behavior of individuals, but also on local level, there's lots of institutions. There's lots of businesses, municipalities, healthcare centers, schools, recreation, sports. All of these need to be taken on board. And we really need to learn, all of us. We need to learn at school, at home, and in all different activities in communities. And we do this with facts, scientific facts, but also with storytelling, with culture, with art. And women play a really key role, although we need everyone. But it has shown that women have a very important role in the societies because we have very many generations and we have the homes. So in addition to this, the youth and the children are also in a focus area. And we do all of this so that we create active citizenship, a dialogue, and also experiment the new ways what OSH really requires. And this is the way to actually to create capacity for the OSH for the future. I'm also looking very much forward to the other people in the group and invite everyone and those who find this interesting to join OSH and the group 4. Thank you.
Merci pour cet appel, Eva Furman. Je rappelle que vous êtes
Eva Furman, manager of the environmental policy of the Finnish environmental policy. Our last guest is Dr. Amidou Nianganou. You are joining us from Mali as a researcher. How will you join in this group?
Thank
you for your invitation. I am leading the Malaria Research and Training Center, and we are used to working with in a cross multidisciplinary way. And we have focused on such a way of working. We have developed the capacity of working differently with people from Mali going to different schools and developing different skills. We have anthropologists, we have doctors, and so on. And the multidisciplinary approach is not novelty. And we are working in collaboration with the sanitary authorities, the health authorities, in order to bring new ideas. In Mali, our concept is quite well structured. We have One Health concept that is quite well structured, but the objective is for this concept to be transformed into reality. I am happy to join group number 6. And we have great experience in working locally. For example, we had problems with various illnesses here, so we developed a way to reach out to them, and it has worked quite well over the last 20 years. For other illnesses, we have to work with the communities, and we have to get those people involved from the very beginning so that they analyze and realize what the problems may be. Within this initiative, we can also bring funding, because in developing countries, funding is not enough. So we need to develop local initiatives, and we are currently testing a local strategy, which is to bring the communities to pre-finance health initiatives. Our participation to the 6th group is to share our vision to find long-term responses to those challenges. We are very happy to be members of this group, and we will do our best to find solutions. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup, Dr. Hamidou
Thank you,
chercheur associé
Dr. Hamidou
au
Niangali,
au Mali,
MRTC Researchers.
Groupe 6, je rappelle le nom des invités.
So,
qui étaient
our group 6 is represented with Dr. Kamel Mohana, Eva Furman, Antoine Lurie, and Hamidou Niangali. That's all for the 6th group.